Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a tool that promises to solve a massive, and I mean massive, headache for anyone who's really trying to use AI in their daily work. We're talking about the ChatGPT Report Builder. So, let me ask you something, especially if you're a heavy ChatGPT user. You love the ideas, right? The insights are fantastic. But do you just hate the part that comes next? The part where you have to format all that raw text into something, usable.
I mean, this is the classic situation, isn't it? On one side, you've got that wall of text, straight from your chat. It's brilliant, but it's a mess. And on the other side, that's the dream. A polished, professional, branded report. Getting from A to B is usually this painful, manual slog of copy, paste, reformat, repeat.
And that's really the core of it. We can call it the ChatGPT formatting problem. It's that awful, tedious last mile that separates getting a great idea from the AI and turning it into an actual, actionable document that you can send to a client or give to your team.
So, what's the fix? Well, this tool, the ChatGPT Report Builder, bills itself as the ultimate solution for this. It's designed specifically for professionals to bridge that export and publishing gap.
What they're offering is basically a one-click solution. And the real magic here is the integration. The whole idea is to let you transform your conversations without ever having to leave the ChatGPT interface. Right there, that's a game changer for your workflow.
And honestly, the workflow looks like it couldn't be simpler. You just install the browser extension and sign in. Pull up any of your past chats, click one button, create report, and boom. From there, you can edit it right away, download it, or even publish it straight to the web. It's all about speed. Okay, but let's be real. It has to be more than just a fancy copy-paste button, right? Well, it is. Let's dig into the features that actually give you real, professional-level control over the final product. And this is where it gets really interesting. Yeah, it's one-click generation, but then you get a live editor right in your browser. It even has an AI co-editor to help you tweak the wording. You can drop in your own images, apply your own brand templates, logo and all, and it even keeps a local library of your reports. This is about making that document truly yours.
Then, once it's perfect, the pro features just keep coming. You can export it in pretty much any format you need, PDF, Word, you name it. You can securely publish it to the cloud and get a shareable link. You can even password protect it if it's sensitive stuff. And this is huge for anyone in business. You get engagement analytics to see who's actually looking at it. It completely closes the loop.
You know, a quote from the creator's own FAQ page sums it up perfectly. It says, "Manual copying loses formatting, context, and professional polish. Our tool adds structure, styling, secure sharing, capabilities manual copying can't match." That really highlights the leap from the old way of doing things.
So who is this actually built for? I mean, let's get into some of the real-world use cases because it's probably a much wider audience than you might first think.
We're talking about a really diverse group here.
Think consultants and strategists, product managers, folks in finance and legal, marketers, content creators, and even educators and researchers. Basically, it's for anyone whose job involves turning messy conversations into valuable, structured knowledge. For example, imagine being a consultant. You could take an entire AI brainstorm session and, in minutes, have a client-ready report. Or, if you're a product manager, you could consolidate all your notes and AI-generated specs into one clean document that becomes the single source of truth for your team. It's all about efficiency. And it's the same story for marketers and educators. A marketer could turn raw AI research into a slick piece of content. A teacher could generate beautiful, organized study guides for their students, complete with embedded images. It's just a massive time saver across the board. All right, let's address the elephant in the room for any third-party AI tool. Your data, your privacy. This is always the big, critical question, so let's look at how they handle security.
Because it's the question we all have, and we should be asking it. Is my conversation data, which might be sensitive, actually secure and private when I'm using an extension like this?
Well, they seem to be very direct about this. According to them, your data is not shared with third parties, and crucially, it's not used to train AI models. Everything is encrypted in transit with top-tier security, and it's all built on Google Cloud's infrastructure. These are the kinds of concrete answers professionals need.
So let's zoom out and bring it all together.
This whole concept is about going from a simple dialogue to a final deliverable. The big picture value is that it elevates your entire AI workflow. It helps you move past just chatting and into creating something with real, lasting value.
And it looks like the early users are really feeling that value. Right now, the tool has a perfect 5-star rating on the Chrome Web Store. Now, it's a small sample size, sure, but it suggests that for the people who really need this, it's hitting the nail on the head.
And that's really the promise, isn't it? To finally bridge that frustrating gap, to transform that raw, messy dialogue into a compelling, brand-ready deliverable that you can be proud to share.
Which leaves us with a bigger question to chew on. As AI truly becomes our co-pilot at work, how is our fundamental idea of what a document even is going to change? Maybe it's not a static file anymore, but a living, curated conversation. Something to think about. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.